Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited because in today's video, I decided to try a full face of Dollar Tree makeup. Now I have done the full face of Shop Miss A makeup, which is dollar makeup, but I actually went to a Dollar Tree and decided to pick out a bunch of makeup and try it on my skin. There was only like a few things I couldn't find. Like I couldn't find primer. So I have just used my usual primer. I used my moisturizer that I've been using under my makeup, which is this Belief the True Cream Aqua Bomb Aloe Vera thing. I've been using this one. It's just a gel moisturizer. And I find it's perfect for like under makeup application. And then I also went in with just a couple drops of this the e.l.f. Retro Paradise face oil. I went in with a couple drops of that. And then to fill in my pores, I used my usual e.l.f. Cosmetics Putty Eye Primer, or just Putty Primer, which I love to fill in my pores. It's really good. So I just did that, and I'll just use for my eye primer, I'll just use my usual e.l.f. Cosmetics Putty Eye Primer, because there was none of that to be found at the Dollar Tree. But I thought I would go ahead and show you all the goodies I got, and then we could get started on application, because I did not open up any of these, so I'm going to have to open up everything. Another thing I couldn't find is, I think, a brow pencil. And I couldn't find, they didn't have no brushes at my Dollar Tree, although I know I've seen some Dollar Trees have been having brushes. Mine did not, so I'm just going to use the brushes that I've been loving, my Refer natural hair brushes, to give the eyeshadow palette the best chance at being easy to blend. I feel like these brushes, I've gotten them all from their concept store. Shopping in the concept store, I'm going to have all their eye brushes. But let's get started on what I have. I'm just going to go ahead and just grab random things out of the bag and show you what I got. So the first thing I got was these 100% handmade Ioni 3D Faux Mink lashes. This is the extra large wispy full dramatic. So these are really dramatic lashes. Can't wait to see what they look like. But they look super wispy and gorgeous. I can't believe these were only $1. So it says it's designed to be extra full by adding volume, length, and body to your lashes. And it says that they're cruelty-free and vegan. It has it on the back. So I'm curious to see how these are. They look comparable to like drugstore lashes you see. So I'm excited to see how they are. They look really good. Next thing I got this is the LA Colors matte foundation. Now I have another foundation in here, but I got this because I thought it was light enough that I could probably use it as a concealer, because they didn't have any concealers there, but this was the closest thing. It says it's a liquid foundation, high pigment formula, flawless looking skin. It looks like this. On the back it says long wearing high pigment formula, applies as a liquid and blends to a beautiful matte finish. And the application, it says to apply liquid to face and blend with fingertips or sponge. So I am going to use my Junoko sponge today so I can try to get the fullest coverage. And this is like my favorite sponge if you want full coverage. So we're going to go ahead and open this up. And this is going to be my concealer today. Hopefully it works as a concealer. I don't know how full coverage it is. So I wanted to leave everything in the package so I could read the claims on it for y'all. So we have this LA Colors matte liquid foundation. Hopefully it'll do good as a concealer. The next thing I have is this LA Colors highlight. It says add ultimate glow, and I have heard things that these highlights were really good from LA Colors. This one is in Shine Bright. It looked like the best color that they had for my skin tone. And it just says it instantly creates radiant looking skin. Subtle shimmer particles brighten skin and deliver a natural glow. And it says it can be worn alone or over makeup to highlight skin, brush on cheeks, forehead, nose, and chin for a natural sun-kissed glow. So this looks more like a champagne color. So hopefully it'll work good on me. I have heard that these LA Colors highlights are pretty good. So We shall see. Here's what it looks like. I'll show you more in depth of what it looks like once I go to apply it. The next thing I pulled out was this LA Colors 12 color eyeshadow. This is in Chic, and it looks like this. And you know me, I had to go with the purple one if they have it. So it just says 12 beautifully color coordinated color combinations in one sleek palette. Silky smooth texture allows the eyeshadow to glide on evenly for a soft satin finish. Colors can be used individually for a subtle natural look or blend it together for a more dramatic, intense look. The next thing I pulled out was the LA Colors contour. It says sculpt and shape your face contour powder. It looks like this. I thought I could use this one side as a bronzer and maybe use this side to like set my face and maybe set my concealer and stuff. But it says sculpt and shape your face in 2 easy steps. Define and emphasize your favorite features. Apply a darker shade to hollows of cheekbones, hollows of below cheekbones. Then apply lighter shade above the cheekbones and blend. Applicator not included. Next thing I have, this I was so excited about. This is my lip product I got. It is a Crayola Lip Gloss, and I had jumped at getting this just because of my childhood. I loved Crayola, and it's purple, so I thought, oh, maybe it'll go in my makeup. And there was just no other colors that appealed to me. I was trying to find a nice nude, but I couldn't find one, so I just thought, well, I'll get this one. And I've been really into lip gloss anyways for the summertime. So the next thing I have is this LA Colors powder blush, and it is in Toast. It looks like that. And it comes with a little applicator, which I'm not going to use the applicator. I'll use my own brushes, I guess. It just says silky smooth blush, adds a touch of color that stays true for hours. Use the contour color and highlight the cheeks beautifully. The next thing, I did find a brow product. I didn't realize I found one. So the next thing I have is the LA Colors Define and Fills Brow. It's in dark blonde, and it looks like this. It says easily fill in brows for a natural looking finish. Available in 5 different shades, but the only one they had was the dark blonde, but I am dark blonde, so the next thing I got was this LA Colors Long Wearing Shimmery Formula. It's an eyeliner, and it is a shimmery purple one, come in Purple Shine. It says shimmery formula accentuates eyes for an enhanced and unique look. Apply eyeliner from the inner to the outer corner of the lid. Do not use inside eye. So the foundation I got, this is the one thing that spurred me to do this video. I got this Wet n Wild Cushion foundation. They had these in here for just $1. Oh! So they had these in here for $1, and I had to try them. I wasn't sure what shade to get. This one says that it's light, medium, cool, okay? But it looks darker than the packaging on this one. This one looks more cool than this one does. This one looks like neutral. And this one's supposed to be light, medium, warm. So I figured it's only $1, so I get them both and see which one matches my skin tone the best. But it says it's a luminous, lightweight, and buildable formula, and it's supposed to be a hydrating formula. This does say it contains natural coconut derivative, which means if you are sensitive to coconut, I would not get this to try. So I'm going to go ahead and open them. It has very cute packaging, and it says cruelty-free on the front of it. Has the little cruelty-free bunny. But I know that their cruelty-free status is debatable, and this is kind of like what the shade looks like. If you open it up, it has one of these type of sponges. I don't think I'm going to apply it with this type of sponge. I'm just going to go in with my beauty blender and apply it. It does have a little mirror. It has like a little mirror here if you want to peel that off to use. Let's open up this other one and see. Here's what they look like side by side. This definitely does look more cooler. So you cannot go by the outside packaging. So I might end up using this one that's supposed to be the light, medium, cool. Same type of applicator. It has like this cover over top of it, I guess to keep it from drying out. looks like that. And the cushion thing looks like this. I'm still going to do like a swatch. Just going to get it on my finger and do like a swatch on. Oh, it looks dark. Let's try the other one. I'm going to open it up and do a swatch of that one too, so I can see like which one would be the best match for me. Well, this one definitely looks darker. I'll use my other finger. I don't think this one's going to work. They look almost the same color, but I do think this one looks a little bit more yellow. I'm going to go with the cool one for now. And do that one. And then we'll see. So when we get my sponge. I'm just going to dip my sponge directly in. I've seen people do this before. They just dip their sponge directly into it. And I don't know if you're supposed to do that with this one, but I am. I really like this foundation. It looks so beautiful on the skin. What? Okay. I see you, Wet n Wild. I see you. And I do remember seeing this in regular drugstores before. I've seen it in Walmart and everything. Maybe it didn't sell good, so they stuck it in the dollar stores. But hey, we'll see how it does. But right now, I'm going to leave like something in the description. Check your description box for this, because I'm going to leave how this did on the skin in the description box down below. That way I can update y'all on how this wore on your skin. But so far, I'm loving that. I'm going to go in with this LA Colors Matte Liquid Foundation. I'm just going to shake it up a little bit. See what the applicator looks like. Oh, it's like one of those type of applicators, which I think is going to be perfect for applying it under the eyes, honestly. I'm just going to apply it a little bit like right here. And a little bit in the corner. Trying to just do my normal method that I use for applying concealer. I think it's pretty neat how the type of applicator it has. It looks so dry and cakey under my eyes. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Oh my gosh, I hate it. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and set my face. I'm going to try to use the powder side of this contour to set my face. I'm going to try to use this side. I'm using my e.l.f. small tapered brush. I'm just going, dipping some in here, kicking it off, and I'm going to set my under eyes first. I think it still looks good, even with setting the powder. My foundation's still looking really good. It doesn't even look cakey around my nose or my like upper lip area, which is where my foundation normally looks really cakey. Right now, it's looking really good. So I'm going to go into the darker portion of the contour palette. I'm just gonna use that to like bronze my face because they had a bronzer, but it looked way too dark for my skin tone. So I'm just gonna use that to kind of contour bronze. I'm going to try to do some contouring of my nose, and I'm just going to use this Ulta Beauty brush. It doesn't say what number it is, but it's like a flatter, fluffier brush. Just to contour out my nose a little. I don't do this very often, but I thought since this is an actual contour, I should try it. Next, I'm going to go into the LA Colors blush. I'm going to use my normal brush. This is just something I got in, I think, a BoxyCharm box. It's the Firma 102 brush. And it did say in the BoxyCharm it was a blush brush, and I just really like this for my blush. Just makes you look like you've gotten sun, which I've been looking like a lot these days anyways. But we have this LA Colors highlight. It looks like this. Using my usual Sigma high cheekbone brush, the F03. This one's the best one for using any type of highlight. It applies it the best. It really picks up. It's a very glowy highlight. It looks good. And now the time has come for the eyeshadow palettes. These smell very heavily fragranced, like old lady perfume. So if you're not into that, you're definitely not going to like it. And this one's particularly heavy. It really smells like old lady perfume. It smells like your grandma, okay? I think I'm going to go in first with this brighter purple shade, this one here. And I think I'm just going to go ahead and fast forward through this whole thing. And I'll put some music behind it. But I'm just going to point to the shades because there's no names to the shades. So I'm just going to point at it and do my eye look. And I will try to use a sponge tip applicator just for my shimmer shadows and see if that works. Because I'm curious if it does. I remember using these back in the day. I don't remember if they worked or not. So I'm just going to point to the shades and we're going to zip right through this. And we'll see what it looks like in the end. Hopefully it works good. Oh, I forgot to prime my eyes. I keep forgetting to prime my eyes. I'm going to use my e.l.f. Putty Eye Primer to prime my eyes since they didn't have an eye primer. And I'm just using the white shade. It's my favorite. It does the best at bringing out shades. Bringing out any eyeshadows that are like lighter colored. I love it for that. You don't need a whole lot of this. I use a brush to apply it just so I can get like a light layer of it. Okay. Oh, I forgot to do my eyebrows. I'm forgetting everything today. Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyebrows and just let the eye primer settle on my eyelids, I guess. Let me do my eyebrows first. Maybe I'm just trying to forget because this pencil felt really stiff. I'm scared for my brows at this moment in time. But let's just go ahead and try to use it. It did come with a little brush. Little tiny brush here on the end. That's the weirdest brush I've seen, but whatever. I'm gonna use it. It feels really rough. But maybe it needs to be that rough to brush the stuff through the skin, through your brows. Okay. And there's my brows. I don't think it looks too terrible, but would I recommend this? No. It wasn't as hard to apply on my brows as I had as applying it when I was swatching it. So it gives me a little bit of hope for the eyeliner. We'll see. So back to the eyeshadow brush. I'm a little bit worried about this already because I'm doing a lot of digging into this pan and I'm not seeing a whole lot of pigment picking up on my brush. But we'll see. So I'm still going back into that shade I was showing you. This is the look I came up with. It's okay. The shimmery shades are not that shimmery. They're more of like a satin type finish. I even sprayed my brush to try to get that much shimmer out of it. But it didn't come off too shimmery on my lids. There was a whole lot of fallout, particularly on this side. I've been trying to remove some of it, but yeah, there was a lot of fallout of this eyeshadow. So, especially the darker shade, the little black that I tried to put on. It was very, very black, but it was very powdery and just, I don't know. It came up with a cute little purple look. Not the best. Not my favorite. Maybe for like a beginner, or if you want to get it for like your child that just wants to play with makeup, this is a good idea. Because it's not going to produce a whole lot of pigment except for the black shade here. And this, I'll open it up again for you. This like darker purple black shade, and it has like sparkles in it too. It produced the most pigment out of all of these shades. But yeah, it was just okay. I wanted to go for like an icy purple on my lid, but like this one, it doesn't, it's almost like a matte. It's like a satin. This is very powdery. I think this is the best if it's like your daughter's trying to just wants to play with makeup or something. Time for this eyeliner. I'm going to try to stick it in my waterline. But don't do as I do. Do as I say and listen to the packaging when it says not to stick it in your waterline. I don't want to have to scrub very hard, but I did stick it in my waterline. It went in. I don't think it's going to last a particularly long time, but it did go in my waterline. And I didn't have to press extremely hard. I just had to keep rubbing to layer it up. It's not like I was scrubbing in my waterline. So, last thing I have, and they didn't have setting spray now that I'm realizing. But the last thing I have to put on is my Crayola Lip Gloss, okay? This totally gives me like, it smells like a box of crowns mixed with a perfumey scent. Let's go in and see how this gloss is. This is the gloss. It does not come out purple like it is in the tube. Tastes like grape. This is supposed to be grape flavored. Oh, it does say grape flavor gloss. Okay. It's not like a super sticky and glossy. It almost feels more like a lip oil than a lip gloss to me. It's definitely not going to last a long time on your lips. This is something you like carry in your purse and reapply. But I think it's definitely something if your daughters or your sons are getting into makeup. If your daughter's getting into makeup, this would be a great choice for like a 10-year-old, I would say. Or even like an 8-year-old. If they just want to play with makeup, I think this is great play makeup. Especially the eyeshadow palette. It's definitely great play makeup. Definitely not my favorite. But this is the look. I'll give you a close-up. This is definitely a complete look. I think I do like how my makeup came out. The eyeshadow palette I'm not a fan of. But upon closer looking up in my skin, dude, I really like this. This is the best product out of everything I used. This one's my favorite. This looks so good on my skin. I cannot believe how good it looks on my skin. This is definitely something I will let you know how it wears in the description box down below. So if you're curious how this wears for just $1, check my description box because I'm definitely going to update y'all on this foundation. It doesn't have a whole lot of foundation ranges, which kind of sucks for people with deeper skin tones. But I do think if you have a light or a medium skin tone, then it'll work for you. I think the warm color will work for somebody who has more, which I think this is the warm one. Yeah, this is the warm one. I think this one's going to work the best for people that have like a neutral undertone. And it's this one's in shade Nude Beige. It was definitely too dark for too yellow for my skin tone. Even though I am tan right now, it was just too yellow for me. I still even tan. I have like a reddish undertone to my skin. So I definitely need a cooler shade. But this foundation was my favorite out of everything. I think my second favorite has to be the highlight. I definitely think this is definitely a pop-in highlight. If you want like a really good highlight, you don't have a lot of money for one, then I would definitely go with this LA Colors highlight. This was really good. This was in the shade Shine Bright. And they did have some deeper shades of this that you could use if you have a deeper skin tone and you need a deeper highlight. But this is definitely like a champagne gold type of color. My next favorite would probably be the blush. It really showed up, and I just love the color of it. It's very pigmented. I think it looked really pretty on the skin. The only thing I didn't like is the sparkles. It has micro glitter in it. So if you don't want glitter all over your face, then I would not use this. I would not use this blush. But I love the tone and everything of it. I just wish it didn't have the glitter in it. I'll probably actually put this above the blush now that I'm thinking about it. So I did like this the best. I thought this, the lighter side of the pan, I feel like the lighter side of the pan, it did such a good job at setting my makeup and not making me look too cakey. It blurred my pores even though it was supposed to be for like highlight your face to the areas you want to highlight. I think it did really good. It's in the shade Tan. And I did like the contour side, but it's not my favorite. It's not really super pigmented. I had to keep digging in, and even then I don't see that much of a change, just a slight change. But yeah, it was better than the blush, and definitely better than this eyeshadow palette. And I think I'm going to do this one next. This would be my next on the list just because it worked. You see, it even deepened up the look. It blended really good. It just doesn't have a whole lot of pigment. To get this deepness into my eye, I used the black that was in there, and that was really pigmented, but it had a lot of fallout. This is definitely something you should apply before applying your foundation. And my least favorite of everything was LA Colors Matte Liquid Foundation. I get that it wasn't a concealer, and I was just trying to use it for that. It was in the shade Porcelain, by the way. But it doesn't have a whole lot of coverage. You can see my blue still coming in on my eyes. That is not purple there. That is actually blue. Even over the highlight that I put in my inner corners, you could still see the blue. So I'm not the biggest fan of this. Maybe it's just because it's a foundation and not really a concealer. But they didn't have a concealer, so. And then there's this. It didn't do bad, but it definitely doesn't do as good as my e.l.f. I like my e.l.f. one that I've been using, my e.l.f. pencil, better. And then I definitely wouldn't pick up this. It went my waterline. I'm surprised it's still there, honestly, because I have pretty watery waterline. But I must have stabbed my eye with it because I see like a red. My eye's a little red there, but yeah. It's not my favorite, and they say not to use it in your waterline, probably because of the glitters in it. It can scratch your eye if you get glitter in your eye. But yeah, that's my overall thoughts of everything I used. I definitely think anything, you should try and pick up the foundation and the highlight. Those are the two most worth it for $1. These were so good. This looks so natural on your skin. It gives, I think, medium coverage because it covered up all my redness. And it was just really good. But of course it might be because I also use my Juno Co sponge, which does more full coverage. So maybe if you don't have the Juno sponge, applying it with a brush will give you more full coverage too. But I love this the most. And the highlight. Those were the favorites here. And $2 for a foundation and highlight, that's such a steal. But that's my video today. Hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I had so much fun going into the dollar store and trying to figure out if they had enough for my full face. And I think I had the hardest time trying to find brushes, which they didn't have. And concealer, which they didn't have. But, oh, I forgot to apply my lashes. I can't forget my lashes. Okay, let me apply my lashes real quick and I'll be back so I can let you know how those are. I'm so crazy. I can't believe I forgot my lashes. Okay, guys, I'm back. I have the lashes on. These are like some super dramatic lashes. Like you can't even see the eyeshadow once you put them on. They did have some less dramatic ones there, some more natural looking lashes. But these ones just look so wispy and beautiful that I had to have them. Like they touch my eyebrows. That's how dramatic they are. But I do like them. I do like them. I think they're really pretty. If you're into more of a dramatic look, they're definitely gorgeous. They feel like any other lash on the eyeline. I like them. I feel like they're comparable to drugstore lashes. They look really good. I would definitely buy more pairs, maybe less dramatic pair. Anyways, this is my video today. Hope you guys liked this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. And if you are enjoying my videos, if you keep coming back for more and you're not subscribed, please consider hitting the subscribe button down below. And you can ring the bell. It's right next to the subscribe button. And it will notify you of whenever I post a future upload. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.